The Civil Rights Movement, a defining era in American history, shaped the trajectory of countless lives, including one Jesse Jackson. This was a time of upheaval, a time when the call for equality and justice echoed through the streets of America. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X stood at the forefront, their voices resonating with millions. But as we delve deeper into this era, we encounter a young man from Greenville, South Carolina. Jesse Louis Jackson, born in the autumn of 1941, was raised in the heat of the segregated South. The seeds of courage and conviction were sown early in his life, cultivated by a society that was anything but equal. His mother, Helen Burns, a strong and determined woman, was a beacon of resilience and tenacity in young Jesse's life. Now let's take a step back in time to the heart of the Civil Rights Movement. It was a period marked by sit-ins, freedom rides, and marches that rippled across the nation. The goal was clear: to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. It was during these turbulent times that the stage was set for Jesse Jackson. His upbringing in Greenville, steeped in the harsh realities of segregation, ignited his passion for justice and equality. Jackson's journey, however, was not just a personal one. It was interwoven with the collective struggle of a people yearning for change. As he navigated his way through childhood and adolescence, he started to comprehend the depth of the injustice around him. The spark of leadership was ignited, and a fire began to burn within him. This fire, fueled by his experiences and aspirations, would propel him into the heart of the Civil Rights Movement and beyond, marking the birth of a new era. And so, from these humble beginnings emerged a man whose name would become synonymous with the fight for justice and equality. Born into a time of segregation and inequality, young Jesse Jackson found solace and strength in education. Born in Greenville, South Carolina, in the year 1941, he was raised amidst the harsh realities of racial discrimination. But even in these trying circumstances, Jackson was not one to be easily deterred. His mother, Helen Burns, instilled in him the value of education from an early age. She firmly believed that knowledge was the key to overcoming adversity. And so, he immersed himself in his studies, excelling in school and showing signs of leadership that hinted at the influential figure he would become. Jackson attended Sterling High School in Greenville, where he was an excellent student and a gifted athlete. He was elected student class president, played quarterback on the football team, and was offered a contract by a Major League Baseball team. But Jackson had his sights set on something more. He turned down the baseball contract and instead chose to further his education, demonstrating his dedication to his mother's teachings. In 1959, he enrolled at the University of Illinois on a football scholarship. However, he transferred to North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University after his freshman year. He felt the University of Illinois offered him little opportunity to engage with the Civil Rights Movement, which was gaining momentum at the time. At North Carolina A&T, he became active in local civil rights protests against segregated libraries, theaters, and restaurants. His time in college honed his leadership skills and shaped his worldview. He was influenced by the works of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights leaders of the era. These early experiences in activism would serve as a stepping stone for his future role in the civil rights movement. His education was not just about textbooks, it was a lesson in leadership, resilience, and the power of hope. Jackson's early years laid the foundation for a life dedicated to fighting for justice and equality. They molded him into the resilient leader that we recognize today, a beacon of hope in the struggle for civil rights. From student to civil rights crusader, Jackson's commitment to justice was unwavering. As a leader within the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, or SCLC, Jackson worked tirelessly to promote nonviolent action against segregation and discrimination. The SCLC, founded by the legendary Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., was a critical force in the civil rights movement, and Jackson's role within it was significant. Jackson's passion for equality and social justice was not limited to the confines of the SCLC. He yearned to make a broader impact, to push further for the rights of the marginalized. This desire led to the birth of Operation Push, or People United to Save Humanity. Founded in the early 70s, Operation Push became a beacon of hope for many. It was Jackson's way of taking the fight for civil rights to another level, using economic empowerment as a tool for social change. Under Jackson's guidance, Operation Push advocated for fair employment, decent housing, and educational opportunities for all, regardless of race or socioeconomic status. It was a bold, innovative approach, one that demonstrated Jackson's keen understanding of the deep-seated issues plaguing society. He knew that civil rights were not just about voting or sitting at a lunch counter. It was about economic stability, equal opportunity, and the ability to live a dignified life, free from discrimination. Jackson's work with the SCLC and Operation Push was transformative. His actions, his words, his unyielding commitment to justice and equality, they all played a crucial role in shaping the civil rights movement. Jackson stood at the forefront, leading the charge, inspiring countless others to join the fight. He was more than just a participant in the movement. He was a catalyst for change. And so, as we delve deeper into Jackson's life and achievements, it's essential to remember this pivotal period. His role in the civil rights movement wasn't just a chapter in his life. It was the foundation upon which his legacy was built. It was here, amidst the struggle for civil rights, that Jackson's leadership truly began to shine. Behind every great man, there's a great woman. For Jesse Jackson, that woman was Jacqueline Brown. Jackson first met Jacqueline during his civil rights activism in the 1960s. She was a strong, independent woman who shared his passion for social justice. Their bond was immediate, their connection undeniable. In 1962, they tied the knot, embarking on a journey that would see them weather the storms of civil rights battles, political campaigns, and public scrutiny. Throughout it all, Jacqueline was Jackson's rock. She stood by his side, offering unwavering support and guidance, proving that their partnership was not just about love, but also about shared ideals and mutual respect. Together, they raised 5 children, instilling in them their values of social justice and equality. Each of their children went on to make their own mark, continuing their parents' legacy in their own unique ways. Their eldest son, Jesse Jackson Jr., followed in his father's footsteps, serving as a U.S. congressman from Illinois. Their other children pursued careers in various fields, from law and education to business and entertainment, always carrying with them the lessons learned from their parents. In the face of adversity and challenge, the Jackson family has remained a pillar of strength and unity. Their story serves as a testament to their resilience and the power of a shared vision. It reminds us that behind the public figure that is Jesse Jackson, there is a family, a partnership, a powerful bond that has helped shape his journey every step of the way. Not content with just fighting on the streets, Jackson took his battle for equality to the political arena. Jesse Jackson's political aspirations were as bold and daring as the man himself. After years of civil rights activism, he decided to reach for one of the highest offices in the land. In the early 1980s, Jackson launched his first presidential campaign. His bid was seen by many as audacious, even impossible. But Jackson, undeterred, pressed on, driven by a deep-seated belief in the power of democracy and the potential for change. His political journey was marked by powerful speeches, tireless campaigning, and a unique ability to connect with voters from all walks of life. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of his political career was the creation of the Rainbow Coalition. Conceptualized by Jackson, the Rainbow Coalition was a political movement that sought to unite the diverse strands of America under one banner. It was a call to arms for the marginalized, the overlooked, and the underserved. The Rainbow Coalition brought together African Americans, Latinos, Asian Americans, Native Americans, white progressives, the working class, and the poor. It was a bold attempt to reshape the political discourse, to challenge the status quo, and to give a voice to those often left unheard in the corridors of power. Jackson's 2 runs for the presidency in the 1980s were groundbreaking. He may not have clinched the Democratic nomination, but he won several primaries and caucuses, and his campaigns brought issues of social justice and civil rights to the forefront of the national conversation. His political aspirations also made a significant impact on future generations. They opened doors for other minority candidates and laid the groundwork for a more inclusive and representative political system. While he may not have won the presidency, Jackson's campaigns forever changed the landscape of American politics. His audacious spirit and unwavering commitment to social justice continue to inspire countless individuals to strive for a more equitable and just society. Indeed, Jesse Jackson's legacy in the political arena is a testament to the power of hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief in the possibility of change. While his contributions to civil rights and politics are well known, there are aspects of Jackson's life that often go unnoticed. A lesser-known facet of Jackson's journey is his role as an international diplomat, an unsung hero who tirelessly worked behind the scenes. He's been a peace negotiator in hotspots around the globe, from Syria to Kosovo, bringing conflicting parties to the table and advocating for peaceful resolutions. A remarkable testament to his belief in the power of dialogue and diplomacy. Equally commendable is Jackson's advocacy for diversity in technology. He has constantly pushed for equal representation in Silicon Valley, firmly believing that everyone deserves a seat at the table, regardless of their race or background. His efforts have paved the way for conversations about diversity and inclusion in the tech industry, a sector that was once considered out of reach for many. But it doesn't stop there. Jackson has also been a vocal advocate for economic justice, fighting for workers' rights, and championing the cause of affordable housing. He has always believed that economic security is a crucial step towards social justice and has dedicated his life to making it a reality for as many people as possible. His work in these areas may not be as widely recognized as his civil rights activism or political campaigns. Still, they are an integral part of his legacy, revealing a man deeply committed to justice and equality in every aspect of life. Whether it's in the international arena, the tech industry, or the economic sector, Jackson has consistently used his platform to advocate for those who are often overlooked or marginalized. His life serves as a testament to the power of resilience, conviction, and unwavering dedication to the cause of justice. It's these lesser-known facets of his life that truly paint a complete picture of who Jesse Jackson is. They reveal a man who, beyond his public image, has been a relentless force for change, a beacon of hope, and indeed, an unsung hero. In every facet of his life, Jesse Jackson has remained a steadfast advocate for justice, equality, and the power of the human spirit. Jesse Jackson's legacy goes far beyond his public persona. His influence has deeply permeated the fabric of American society, inspiring generations to stand up for justice and equality. But his impact is not limited to the United States. His work as an international diplomat has had a profound effect on global peace negotiations, emphasizing the power of dialogue over conflict. His advocacy for diversity in the tech industry has sparked important conversations about representation and inclusion in Silicon Valley and beyond, opening doors for many who were previously marginalized. His fight for economic justice has highlighted the critical link between economic security and social justice, pushing for policies that promote equality and opportunity for all. These contributions, while perhaps not as high profile as his civil rights activism or political career, are nonetheless significant and reveal a man who has dedicated his life to fighting for justice and equality on multiple fronts. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Jesse Jackson, it is clear that his influence extends far beyond what is commonly known or acknowledged. His impact is felt in the international arena, the tech industry, the economic sector, and in the hearts and minds of those he has inspired. Jackson's life and work serve as a powerful reminder of the potential within each of us to affect change and make a difference in the world. As we conclude our journey through his life, we are reminded of his words, "Keep hope alive," a sentiment that has guided his life and continues to inspire millions around the world. Jesse Jackson, a true, unsung hero. Thank you for joining us as we explored the life and legacy of Jesse Jackson. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, conviction, and unwavering dedication to justice. Remember to comment, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. And as Jackson himself would say, keep hope alive.